Hello, and welcome to the e-learning W&B presentation for Coca-Cola Enterprises, designed to demonstrate what a delivered mobile e-learning solution will look like. This part of the presentation has been written using our proprietary e-learning meets corporate video approach, an approach that's been practiced and perfected since 2007. The e-learning looks at first glance like a video, but let's press the green button and I will show you how it shares all the elements of traditional e-learning. The e-learning is pretty much identical, whether run on a mobile device or a browser. Contextual learning. Firstly, the e-learning is not based in boxes like PowerPoint slides. Each presentation is set in the context in which it is relevant to the current lesson. This leads to a far more interesting and effective learning experience because it is so immersive. Video elements. With each scene, elements such as videos can appear within the scene, on a monitor, iPhone, TV screen, etc. This encourages the user to interact and explore the content. Video presenters. Video presenters can also occupy the learning environment in a more naturalistic way by moving within the scene. You can put a video presenter and role-play actors in any scenario. You are only limited by your imagination. The title. Each scene has a title. This is also reflected in the menu at the bottom of the screen. The menu builds up as the user proceeds through the course. The learner's progress is bookmarked as they go through the course so that they can quit the learning and take it up from where they left at any time. Options. The user has the option of hiding the text on screen. This turns the learning into an interactive video, relying solely on voiceover and video elements. This also results in a far cleaner design. Other options include refreshing the screen, muting the sound, a progress bar, and logging out. Okay, so that's an overview of our approach. Let's see it in action. I'd like you to proceed through the next few screens to see how it's done. We have used the comedian David Schneider to describe further some of the system's features. You may like to think about how this can be applied to your current project.
In an era of CGI, a video game's technology so real you think you're actually there, of machines able to recreate the very first moments of the universe, e-learning looks a lot like this.
If you could just move the mouse to the right. No, the left. No, let's just stay here for the moment and
Yes, well, it's not really the fault of e-learning providers that most courses out there are really dull. It's so dull! The tools the industry use are in most cases no more than PowerPoint importers. So what we get is something that looks very much like dull old PowerPoint presentations. Has anyone seen my will to live? Because I think I've lost it! Oh, God. But does this really matter, I hear you ask? Why should I care what my e-learning looks like as long as it ticks the box? Well, we've proved in independent studies that if you make e-learning engaging, interactive and, fun, it captures the user's attention, demonstrating a massive 98% effectiveness rate in independent studies. Which reminds me, we have some great packages on health and safety you might find useful.
The great thing about that lot is that we've developed our own software which makes it very easy to produce e-learning with video presenters and virtual learning worlds. Oh.
Our software makes it very easy to put courses together. Tasks such as changing the e-learning environment can be done in seconds. This means we can produce better, more relevant training, but also we can do it at a lower cost than the competition. A lower cost, yeah? Oh, and you can change the environment as many times as you like.
Okay, thank you, David. What we've shown so far is that a lot of the video elements and the way we can use video techniques to produce e-learning quickly and at low cost. However, another advantage of designing our e-learning outside of the box is that we can introduce interactivity within this virtual environment. Here we have a screen in which you can pick up and throw the boxes around the 3D environment. There is a serious side to this, in that the screen is salient, it stands out in the learner's mind. As a result, it is encoded into the user's brain far more effectively and subsequently recalled better. You will need to click on all the boxes before you can proceed with e-learning. Here we have another 3D element. The user can turn the pages of the book to complete the learning. Using 3D elements such as these encourage the user to believe that there is depth to the learning, and as such the barrier between the computer screen and the learning world breaks down. Try using a touchscreen to turn pages of the book. It will really feel as if you're turning pages in a real book in front of you. More standard interactivity can be seen with simple point-and-click buttons. This can be the basis of branching. This is where a user's learning path is altered depending upon their answers given to previous questions. At eLearning W&B, we believe we have the most immersive e-learning in the world. Using green screen filming, we can put our presenters into any location where the training needs to be applied. This could be any of the organisation's offices, retail venues, landmark locations, etc. In fact, green screen filming means you are only limited by your imagination. This makes the transfer of training skills to real life far easier, as the training is set in a real life situation rather than rigidly structured like a PowerPoint presentation. The presenter, however, does not have to wear a suit and tie. He can appear in a more informal setting, being part of the learning rather than simply presenting it. We can also be creative with the inclusion of video content and presenters appearing within the virtual environments, in mobile phones, TV monitors, billboards, etc. And of course you can add a quiz, with multiple choice questions, and a pass mark and feedback, etc. All courses can be ran as native apps, which can be freely downloaded onto the trainee's phone. This is a service unique to eLearning W&B. It does not rely on HTML5 and as such can be ran both offline and online. The courses will record to a SCORM-compliant learning management system as soon as the phone resumes an internet connection, whether the app is open or not. And don't expect any loss of quality or usability problems by taking your training mobile. All courses are built to work in exactly the same way, regardless of the delivery medium. An added bonus with mobile development is that once the app is developed, the content can also be run in a browser like traditional e-learning. In fact, you can start the training on your mobile on the train, get into the office and open your computer and pick up the training from where you left off. This represents true mobile learning. The course can be hosted using our own OpenElms Pro learning management system or any other SCORM-compliant system. The learning management system will record the training and issue certificates of completion. Management can also log in and manage the learners by sending them automated emails and print off an array of different reports. For accessibility reasons, the entire course can be ran as a YouTube video for people with visual and motor problems, which will prevent the use of a screen reader or mobile device. Okay, so now you've seen what we can do and have an idea of what your delivered product will eventually look like, it's worth considering what happens after delivery. This is known as the maintenance stage. The e-learning you see before you can be edited using the system. It has been designed by an ergonomist to be as easy to use as possible. As you can see from the walkthrough, there is a visual interface which allows you to change text and load in new video, audio, image and animation content. Furthermore, all this can be done using only 3 functions. This means that the system can be learnt within 10 minutes allowing you to keep your training content updated for life. Should you need any further information or have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me using the details below. Many thanks for completing this presentation.